Hello everyone. So this is day 3 of the 21 days to releasing fear of the future. And today's topic is for someone that's been in isolation for so long, like the idea of I'm afraid of like what the world's going to look like, how it's going to be. And because the world's going to be very different. So let's just dive in and tap and start on the karate chop. Even though I'm terrified, after being in isolation for 170 plus days, am I going to recognize the world? I choose to acknowledge this confusion now. Even though I'm afraid, what's the future going to look like? There's going to be a new normal I have to adjust to. I choose to acknowledge these feelings now. Even though the future seems daunting to me, I've been in isolation a while now. Am I going to recognize the world? I'm open to seeing this differently now. I've been in isolation so long. And the world is clearly changing. The way things have been is very different now. And what does that mean for the future? What does that mean for me? I'm terrified I'm not going to recognize anything. But what if it's possible that the way things have been in the world actually isn't working anymore and hasn't been working for a while? And what if it's possible that what's happening in the world now could actually be divinely appointed? What if we all just learn to normalize things that shouldn't be normalized? What if, as messy as this looks, as uncertain as this looks, what if ultimately it's creating a space for something entirely different to come into being? And that's what's happening here. And I'm in anticipatory stress of the worst. But what if it's actually going to be better? Couldn't that be possible too? As messy as it seems, what if everything that's coming up has needed to come up for a long time now. And just like anything being cleaned up, it gets messy before it gets better. And what if in those moments of doubt and moments of fear, I could remember this truth, that what needs to come is coming, and what needs to go is going. And when I feel the fear, all I have to do is find some relief from that. And in that relief, I can find an entirely new way to see this, with new eyes and in a new way. And take a breath. Sorry, I got overcome there. It was like, woo, tap and cough. So, this is a great topic, and I always come back to this. And I know, like I said, I know enough about astrology to be dangerous, but everything that I always got into astrology enough because I've just seen patterns in this work that all of a sudden in a particular week, it seemed like everybody was dealing with sort of the same thing that was going on. And then all of a sudden I was like, there must be something going on. So I would ask my friend and she's like, oh my God, yeah, this. And a lot of everything that's going on here. What I know about the United States is what's happening in the United States with all the transits has not happened since 1776, where in the United States, the American Revolution. And all over the world, I think Brene Brown said it best. We normalized greed. We normalized like basically depleting the earth. We all normalized because that's what we were programmed to do, to normalize the way things have been. And what if it's possible? And this is, I truly do believe this myself. It doesn't mean that I'm not going through my own stuff with it, but I do believe that what is happening is necessary and has been in, is really coming into being to change things. And what I would say is when you just find the fear coming up about, oh my God, I have my own fears about it. I would be lying to you if I sat here and said, oh, I'm totally chill through this whole thing. Like it's all good. No, of course, I'm in a body having a human experience, and we all are. But the thing that I always have to come back to is tap to relieve the fear or whatever the anxiety, overwhelm, and all that, and then come back to, oh, what if there's another way to see this? Because as you start to release that fear, again, let's go with the physiology, you start to have access again to the prefrontal cortex, which is the slower thinking part of the brain, and the creative part of the brain where solutions and inspirations can come. And really, what if it could be possible for all of us that all of this is happening because we're meant to come back in, to tune in to that wiser, more intuitive part of ourselves where better answers can come to us. So let's see, Jerry, thank you, Marty. The energy has been weird for sure. Oh my God, right? But it will change, as Buddha once said. Yes. And if we can, the best thing we can do, and I believe this, and this is shown in neuroscience and cellular biology, is keep attending to ourselves, to go back to, as I decrease the fear in me, I help do my part to decrease that on the planet. Watching all the stuff and, continuing to get updates for anything that just elevates the fear, it doesn't do anyone any good. And people might be like, well, you've got to stay informed. Informed about what? The terror? So just another way to see it. And thank you, Marcia, for this topic. Jerry, great to see you. And somebody else was here and I saw it, but I can't tell who you are. So thank you so much for being here. And a little later today, that's why I fit this in the nooks and crannies of the day. It's been kind of a crazy day. And we'll see you back here tomorrow, Friday, for day 4. And then the weekend will be off, and then we'll pick back up with day 5 on Monday. All right. Thanks, Jerry. Great to see you here, and you take good care. And whoever else, the other people that are here that I can't tell who you are, thanks for being here live as well. Bye for now.